Hello YouTube, VOE Quickscope here, and today I have part 2 of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Assault Rifles review. Let's launch into this thing so I don't bore you with the details. I have the second 4 assault rifles. This is part 2, and we're going to start off with the M16A4. It's very widely used assault rifle in multiplayer. So let's launch into the stats. The damage is 40 to 30 damage per bullet, and it's a 3-round burst weapon. So if you get a 40 damage burst, that would mean 3 shots, you're dead. So 1 lucky burst, and you're dead. The damage multipliers are head 1.4, chest 1, and limbs 1. It's got a 30-round mag. It's unlocked at level 40, which is captain. It's got 180 rounds max ammo. It's got 925 rounds per burst, or 460 rounds with bursts, or like overall. It's got a 1,800 meter to 2,200 meter range, or a 600 to 1,000 meter range while suppressed. It has a low recoil and a medium penetration, and once again is a 3-round burst. I've heard there is a glitch that reduces the bullet spread if you put a holographic sight on it, which I use in my class setup with the M16, so works pretty well for me. I usually get 1 burst kills with it. Stopping power is basically a must with triple 3-round burst guns. It has a slower ROF than the FAMAs, but it kind of makes up for it in the damage per bullet. Okay, on to the second weapon, which is the ACR, I think. Yeah, it's the ACR. It's made by Remington, and it's a pretty good gun in Modern Warfare 2. It does 30 to 20 damage per bullet in multiplayer, which is really low. Stopping power is a must for this gun. I'm not going to say is probably a must, is a must. The damage multipliers are head 1.4, chest 1, limbs 1. It's got a 30-round mag. It's unlocked at level 48. It's got a 180 max round cap in multiplayer. It's 750 rounds per minute, which is relatively slow. It's got a 2,300 meter to 2,700 meter range while unsuppressed, and an 800 1,300 meter range suppressed. Has a non-existent recoil in multiplayer, which means if you put any type of scope on it, it basically turns into a sniper. So what I've seen a lot of people doing is putting stopping power, bling FMJ with a thermal scope to make it a thermal full auto FMJ sniper, which works really well in my opinion. It's got a medium penetration, and it is full auto. Very low damage. Once again, stopping power is a must. I can't stress that enough. If you have a class with this gun, I know people who use a class without stopping power with this gun, it takes them at least a third of the round to kill someone, about 10 shots. So, but it makes up for the damage and accuracy. The next gun is the most underused weapon in the entire game. If you play multiplayer, you'll probably only see it once every like 10 rounds, unless you're playing with someone who uses it all the time. It is, if you can guess this, I'll give you a cookie. It is the F2000. It's got a 30 to 20 damage per bullet, and it's same as the ACR. It's got a 1.4 damage multiplier for the head, a 1 for the chest, and a 1 for the limbs. It's got a 30-round mag. It's unlocked at level 60. It's got a max ammo of 180. It's got a 925 round per minute rate of fire, which is the fastest assault rifle fire in the game. It's got a 1,900 meter to 2,300 meter range unsilenced, and a 700 to 1,100 meter range with suppressor. It's got a very high recoil in multiplayer, almost none in single player, but the recoil makes it almost uncontrollable unless you're using, say, sleight of hand. Hip firing with this gun without sleight of hand is pretty much impossible. This is basically the TAR-21 unlocked at a later level, but with a much higher rate of fire and much more recoil, which makes the TAR-21 favorable over it. So, going on, the final gun in this episode is going to be the AK-47, a returning classic from Modern Warfare 1, or COD 4 as some people like to say. Let's launch into the stats. It's got a 40 to 30 damage per bullet in multiplayer, which is pretty high. It's got a 1.4 damage multiplier for the head, a 1 for the chest, and 1 for the limbs. It's got a 30 round mag. It's unlocked at level 70, the final level of the game. It's got a max ammo of 180 and a rate of fire of 700, which is about in the middle. It's got a 1,800 to 2,200 meter range without a suppressor, and a 600 or 1,000 meter range with a suppressor. It has a moderate recoil and a high penetration, and it once again is full auto. This gun, there is a difference in the grenade launcher between the M203. The GP25 is this grenade launcher. It takes about half the time to get it out compared to the other guns, but it takes it longer to reload, based on just timing. It's not, you don't see it a ton because a lot of people like to prestige before they really get to use it, but it works. In hardcore, it's a one shot, one kill, as well as the SCAR and the TAR-21. So it has a really high penetration, which makes FMJ a really good choice, and extended mags is pretty easy to get for this if you use FMJ enough. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap up our review of the assault rifles. How about you guys in the comments below? Tell me what your favorite assault rifle is and how often you use it. This is going to be, there are going to be some more episodes like this in the near future, so tune in once a week, I'd say, and see if there are any new ones. I love the game. You probably heard me a billion times say this, but I love the game. It's great. Noob tubes are annoying. The usual stuff. Yeah. Cool. This is VOE Quickscope. See you guys next week.